MLB Network comes to you live from the Mile High City and Coors Field. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago White Sox and the Colorado Rockies. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Former first-round pick from the Denver area. This guy has really good stuff. I think he's more of a bulldog. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider. That's his main go-to pitch. But you talk to anybody around this guy that knows him, he's the ultimate competitor. One of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game right now.
Striding in, Brandon Guyer. He will lead this one off today.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And it's fouled away. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. Last year, he won the American League Silver Slugger for first baseman. You think about that. Everybody who plays first can hit, and he hit above the top of the heap. He's a pretty special hitter.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. High and deep to left center field. Desmond ranging back at the track. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
The catcher, Wellington.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And he fouls this one off. Castillo makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Behind 0-2 now. Now that's popped up. Murphy waits on it. And that retires the side. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Coors Field. And Chicago's off to the early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, they did that last night too, and wound up getting scorched for it, so we're going to do that again.
Carlos Rodon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Standing in, Nolan Arenado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Geyer will wait on it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Daniel.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Abreu will take this one over to first, and with that, the inning ends. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Leury Garcia, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Garcia.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
So one away here with the bases empty, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hanging changeup laid off for a ball. One nothing good guys as we play inning number 2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Stepping in now, Yolmer Sanchez. Fouled off. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White Sox. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Trevor Story, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Fly ball out to right field. Geyer sprinting after it, and this one will bounce into the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now for Colorado, David Dahl, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Story stands at second with no outs. hit in the air down the right field line. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The center fielder.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Into the box, he and Desmond. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Yeah, how about 3 straight doubles, you bitch?
Coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Coming to the plate now, Garrett Hampson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Engel going back on it to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Desmond blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without play, as a run will score on the play as well.
How about 5 straight doubles?
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Standing in now, Kyle Freeland. On a line to shortstop. And now they'll slap the tag on him as he tries to get back to second. It's a double play.
What?
Back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And we take a look at the line right here, and it's not pretty. He's given up 7 hits, and we're only in the second inning. So what if 3 things is going to happen? He's either going to buckle down and start hitting his spots. He's going to continue to get shelled. Our game is going to last about 5 hours, or he's going to get the hook early and head for the showers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a looper to left. Garcia moving in. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Trevor Story. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First offering on its way. Squared that one up just a little late.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We played 2 full. It's the Rockies 5 and the White Sox 1. Into the box, Adam Engel. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Into the box now, Carlos Rodon. Now a bunt attempt here. Arenado is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Geyer.
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And up next, the right-handed hitting outfielder, Brandon Geyer. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Engel, the runner at second with 1 away. Grounded back up the middle. Hampson gloves it. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. From the stretch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he fouls this one off. Line drive to left. Dahl is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. White Sox leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Dahl, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Boom goes the dynamite.
Fuck off.
A solo home run there for David Dahl, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now batting.
In
center
now,
fielder,
Ian Desmond.
Ian Desmond.
Skied into straightaway right. Geyer waits on it. One away.
Now batting. Number 1.
Digging in to try it again, Garrett Hampson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Now a drive out to left center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on
now
full
batting.
display
Catcher.
there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, man, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Caleb Friere is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, Chris Iannetta. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. Up next, the Denver area native pitcher Kyle Freeland. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Geyer is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 19. Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
Ready for another shot now. Nolan Arenado. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high.
Boom!
There it goes. See ya!
Just like Nolan always does. Launch that fucker into orbit.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here as they push this lead up to 9 now.
That had to be in the 500-foot range. That was just a monster hit.
Well, I'm not sure that ball's ever going to be found. It went so far. One of the most impressive home runs we've ever seen, and the show track numbers are just ridiculous. Get this, the projected distance registered at over 500 feet. Very few balls in history have reached that territory, so expect to see that one on highlight reels for a long time to come.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia moves over, and the inning is over. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rockies 10 and the White Sox 1. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right?
Now
El
batting.
Cambio hadn't
catcher,
seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Wellington Castillo. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. A bouncer to the left side. Story brings it in. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Leori Garcia.
Now at the plate, Leori Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That's popped up. But this will land untouched. Hit weakly back to the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired.
He was rocking a fastball to first base.
They're down 9. It's 10-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rockies.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now the pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Geyer going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
You kidding me?
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
Stepping in, David Dahl. He went deep last time up.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, Ian Desmond.
Digging in, Ian Desmond. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond as they just continue to pour it on here. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit in the air out to right. Geyer will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The Rockies are out in front 11-1. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Anderson, originally from the state of Alabama. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Ground ball right side. To his left, Hampson. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
Ready for another chance? Yolmer Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Falling for it, Desmond. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Engel.
Ready now for the White Sox, Adam Engel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. Arenado has to hurry. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Digging in once again, Chris Iannetta, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Chris Iannetta.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run for Chris Iannetta as the blowout continues.
Up next for Colorado, the pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
In now, Kyle Freeland. That's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first
Now
out.
batting, the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That smokes, but right into the shift. Sanchez is there, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Geyer. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rockies 12 and the White Sox 1. John Jay will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Chicago, number 45, John Jay.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Geyer.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brandon Geyer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Moncada, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Ian Hamilton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So coming to the plate, Daniel Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. The 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Comes set and the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. Right to Sanchez. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
Now at the plate, David Dahl. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Hit to short. Anderson scoops it up. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wellington Castillo, due up with the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Blackman is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Chicago, the left fielder, Leori Garcia.
Ready now, Leori Garcia. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded, foul. Pops this one up. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there, base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Standing in now, Yolmer Sanchez.
He sends it on the ground softly to the left. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. White Sox lead 1. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit.